Hey, welcome to another episode of Fishing is My Summer Job. I'm your host, Dwayne Petrosky, and there's a couple of bigger trout I've caught over the years. Today, though, I'm fishing for walleyes, pike, and really whatever will bite on a lake near my house. If you watch the background, you're going to see that the fish were staged up in one area. There was a lot of bait there and a variety of fish. I caught largemouth bass, pike, walleye, all on the same general spot. And I had a great time. My strategy this day, I'm running two down rods. Both of them are pulling 2-ounce bottom bouncers with crawler harness behind it. And I'm running my top secret blade and bead colors because this lake, it doesn't matter what kind of harness you're pulling, it's got to have a certain color bead or they just don't bite. It's kind of crazy. You can run about 4 different blade colors, but the beads have to be the right color for them to bite. And then I'm also running one planer board that I'm running a Husky jerk on. And over the years, I found that anything with kind of yellows and oranges in this lake seems to be hot. On the day I did catch a lot more fish than are shown here. These are just a few that the video turned out marginally okay. Almost all the fish that I've gotten in the last few days have been on that same Husky jerk and this bead combination. Now the fish, it's kind of weird. A lot of guys this time of year, guys are still running the weed beds. I like fishing out from the weed beds a little bit deeper, catching those active fish that are in that 18 to 25 foot of water, and that's really what I was marking a lot of my fish, and a lot more suspending. So that's why the crankbaits are key, I think, when you got that suspending fish. And then I'll run the bottom bouncers. Usually one of them's bouncing the bottom, and the other one I'm going to have set up in the middle of the column. So I'm using the bottom bouncer weight just as weight to get me down where I need to be. And obviously you can see here's a bass. I got a couple more. One of them was a little bit bigger. My GoPro was dead at the time. I probably need to invest in a couple more batteries or a longer cord that can run the GoPro off of my battery box I got. But the bass that I got were pretty decent. And the pike, I think that first one was the biggest pike, but that's the way it goes. Now here, as I'm trolling, and if you watch the planer board straight up by my head, I think this fish was on swim for a while. It's kind of drifted back, not turning a little bit, so it's always kind of hard to tell. I get a bite on the down rod that my body's watching. I think maybe I should check the planer board first, but then I get a bite on the down rod, and it bites, and I feel the fish. I fight it for a little bit, and it pops off. I think it was a walleye too. What we'll have is sometimes, they're just a light biter. This one, and here I checked that, the planer board rod, and it didn't feel like there was a fish, so I just left it running there. If you watch real close, probably right about now is when I'm going to have them hit on the down rod. You can see there's a pretty decent little bend in that rod. There's a fish on there. And then all of a sudden it goes straight. Boom, there it goes. The fish is off. So I'm going to check my bait and see what's going on. And you can see there's obviously nothing on there. And I look back and I notice the planer board looks like it's going back for it. So I pulled it in. I should follow my rule. Anytime that planer board's running out of the ordinary, especially if you're fishing for walleyes, you pull it in and just check it. It's either a weed or a fish or your eyes, but with your eyes, whatever. Always put it back out. It's easy enough to do. And as you can see, this is a spunky walleye. It's my first one of the season. It's been a weird year. I haven't fished this lake as much as I normally do. It can be really good for walleyes, and it's one of those lakes I have a love and hate relationship with it. Many days it's one of my favorite places to be, and other days it's like, oh, this place just drives me crazy. It's kind of how that goes. Now, I always toss back the pike and the bass, but the walleyes, this one here ended up making a nice meal for me. And you're going to see some of that process here too. The final clip I included on this one. Just kind of trolling along. You notice I'm in that same general area again. I'm maybe a little further around that run that I'm on, and as I'm watching, I notice, hey, there's a fish on, and once I do that, we'll get to see one come in. And again, another planer board bite. This one, the board went back kind of fast. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but I'm always kind of watching them. And if I fish multiple boards by myself, I run all of them off the same side just to make it easier for me. If I'm fishing like this, when I'm running 2 down rods, and I'm still scouting the lake out. Once I get it figured, I'll run all 3 lines on the same side with which depths I think the fish are going to be at, or they're showing up on the graph. This is kind of a unique lake that there's certain times of year when the fish will suspend, and they're not even, they're related to drop-offs, but they're not on the drop-off. So wherever the drop-off is, they'll be, out in suspended over deeper water out there, chasing bait fish. And I think that that's starting sooner. The water temp was up to 77 when I filmed this, and it had been 2-3 days before that. It was 72. We did have that real hot spell. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. And again, here I think I was going to try flipping them in, and it's like sometimes with crankbaits, that's not a good idea. And I forgot my pliers and my fish gripper on this trip. They're sitting in the back of my car, which doesn't help a whole lot. So, as we go along, that's just kind of the way things work. Luckily for me, nobody was hooked really too hard, and it was kind of easy unhook on all these fish. Well, as I'm rolling through the last few pictures of that walleye again and me cooking, I'm working on Father's Day weekend. I'm going to put together a farm animals episode. I'm going to go actually here in a few minutes. Go off and hit the Saginaw River, see if we can get some sheephead and some catfish. So stay tuned, and we'll talk to you later.